Caitlyn skins are always a big topic, but with almost a million mastery points on her, I can confidently tell you which ones are actually worth it. If you're wondering which Caitlyn skins to buy next, this video is right for you. Okay, so here we have the tier list, and I wanted to start with the 5 cheapest skins, which doesn't necessarily mean they are the worst, but I want to get them out of the way the quickest. So let's start with the Resistance Caitlyn. This skin is just a remodel of the default skin, and other than that, it doesn't bring anything on top. Plus, it's not the prettiest for me, so I'll be putting it in the D tier. Same goes for the Sheriff Caitlyn. She's also just a remodel, but since Sheriff Caitlyn is a little prettier than the Resistance one, I'm putting her ahead of her on the D tier. Next up we have Winter Warfare Caitlyn, and this one is just a tiny bit pricier than the previous two ones, but rightfully so. This one is a lot prettier than these two. It still has the normal auto attacks, normal indicators and everything, but the remodel is much better, so I'll still put her in D tier, but she's definitely better than these two. Next up we have Suffer Caitlyn. She's again a little more expensive than the Winter Warfare Caitlyn, but that's because her indicators for W and EL are recolored. They are a little green, yellowish. It looks pretty nice, but I wouldn't say that for 975 LP it's that good, so I will still put her in D tier, but this skin is quite nice anyway. And lastly, from these cheaper skins, we have Officer Caitlyn, which is by far the best of them. The model looks really great, and also she has the donuts in her traps, which is quite funny actually. I like that, so that's why she's going into C tier. Nothing really more special about her, but the model itself is really nice, so yeah. So now we are getting to the real skins, not just remodels. And first up we have Arcade Caitlyn. I'm not a huge fan of the skin because overall it is really clunky and the sounds are not the greatest. I would say they are the worst auto-attacking sounds on Caitlyn skins, and the overall theme of Arcade just isn't the thing for me, so I will be putting her in the C tier, actually behind Officer Caitlyn. Next up we have the Arcade Commander Caitlyn. This skin is quite nice. She had the gacha chroma, which I'm not the most fan of. I don't have the chroma, I didn't roll it. I wasn't even trying for it, it's just a scam. But the skin itself is nice, is quite smooth. Not as great as some other skins, but it's okay, so I'll be putting her in the B tier. And next, right behind the Arcade Commander Caitlyn, we have the Arcade Caitlyn, which is the skin for Caitlyn which came out with the first season of Arcane, and this one costs 975 LP, same as the Safari or Sheriff Caitlyn, but I didn't include her with these 5 skins because she is legacy skin, which means essentially that she's vaulted, and maybe if another Arcane comes out, which I doubt, she will be unvaulted again, but until then she's unavailable to buy. So yeah, I'll put her into the C tier just because she's a little rare, but it's just a reskin as well. And also fun fact, when Gumeushi plays Caitlyn, he plays this skin. Next up we have Battle Academia Caitlyn, our first legendary skin out of 2, and don't hate me for this, but I quite don't like this skin, and I will tell you why. First of all is her rifle, which is quite big, and that's something I actually don't like on Caitlyn skins, which I will talk about with more skins as we review them. The rifle evolves with buying items, which is actually quite cool, but still it becomes more and more chunky and more ugly for me, and that's just something I don't like, sorry. The skin has bad sounds. Only cool thing about this skin is the ultimate with the little manga-like or anime-like face in the corner, which is okay, but that's the last nice thing I can say about this skin. So that's why I'll be putting her into B tier, just because she is legendary. Otherwise, I would put her into C tier. Next up, we have DRX Caitlyn, and this is actually one of my favorite Caitlyn skins. First of all, she is a limited skin. She is only available when the worlds come around. This skin also has an insane lore. It's a depth skin, which he chose for winning the Worlds 2022. And actually, he played Caitlyn against T1 in the finals. It was Silver Scrapes last game, and he played Caitlyn, played her insanely, and won the whole thing. So that's one more thing. Another thing, the skin actually looks great. The recall is insane. The hit sounds are amazing. The skin looks great. The traps are great. I can't really see one wrong thing with the skin. So yeah, that's why I'll be putting her in the S tier. Next up, we have Headhunter Caitlyn. It's another budget skin only for 975 LP, but out of those 975 LP skins, I would say she's the best one. I really love the red and black aesthetic of hers, and in game the skin actually feels quite smooth, a little aggressive maybe, but that's a thing some people could like. And if you don't have that much LP to spend on skins or just on Caitlyn or particular, this skin could be a really great choice for you. So that's why I'll be putting her in the A tier. Next up, we have Heart Trap Caitlyn. The model is actually really cute, looks really nice, the aesthetic of it. The Q is quite funny, the little paper plane, that's what I like as well. And the skin actually sits great with her lore. The hit sounds are amazing, the animations, traps, everything are great, so I'll be putting her in the A tier. I'll put her behind Headhunter Caitlyn because Headhunter is really cheap and for the money it's a really great skin, but yeah, this one is also really great. Next up we have Lunar Red Caitlyn, and to me what really shines on this skin are the hit sounds and auto attack animations, the bullet animations, and she has the best, or if not the best, hit sounds out of all of the Caitlyn skins. I personally really like to play this skin. She also has quite a rare chroma, which you can buy for Mythic Essence, and yeah, the skin overall is great, and I will be putting her into S tier, behind the DRX Caitlyn. Next up, we have Default Caitlyn, and her I'll maybe just rank the champ design, which is really great. I really like Caitlyn's aesthetic and everything, and that's ultimately part of why I chose to main her, why I play her, why I have so many mastery points on her. And yeah, I will give her B tier since it's not a skin, but it's a really great champ design. Next up, we have the Prestige Arcade Caitlyn. First of all, I will say it's better than the arcade one, but it's still the arcade skin which I don't like, so I will put her in the B tier. It's quite the same, I would say. The colors are different, but it's not really great as well, so yeah. And actually, right in front of her, I would put the 2022 Prestige Arcade Caitlyn, and that's because she's literally the same. She has a little different color, and only reason why I put her in front of the normal Prestige Caitlyn is because she is obviously more rare, but this skin is basically the same. Up next, we have the Pool Party Caitlyn, the classic skin, the most played skin, one of the best skins for her. You know, you got the Caitlyn in the swimsuit. Who wouldn't want that? You're shooting little stingray as your Q, shooting little starfish as your E. The ult is really nice. The headshots feel smooth. Yeah, this skin is also great. I also like to play her. She has a quite great chromas, a lot of them, so that's why I'll be putting her into S tier. Actually, I will put her in front of the Lunar Red. Next up, we have the Prestige Arcane Commander Caitlyn, which is far better than the normal one. To me, she's just better, honestly. she was only acquirable in the Arcane pass, which was around that time, from which I have video, you can check that out. And that's basically it. You have her blonde chroma, where she has white clothes and blonde hair with the little glasses on her head. And yeah, that's also great. I really like playing this skin. I wouldn't put it in S tier, but it's definitely up there. Next up is the Pulsefire Caitlyn, another legendary skin, and again, don't hate me for it, but I'm not a fan of this one. Again, the skin is old, the model itself is quite ugly, the weapon is chunky, the whole skin actually feels chunky, all the traps and Qs are not a great experience to play. The weapon evolves as well, like the Battle Academia's one, but not from buying items. Even when the weapon evolves, the weapon is still ugly. The effect of the ultimate, which is one of the gimmicks of the legendary skin, isn't great as well. Only good thing I can say about this skin is the 5 different recalls, which are quite cool actually, where she reaches to the portal and gets the head. So yeah, that's only nice thing, but she's definitely worse than Battle Academia Caitlyn, and I will be putting her last in the C tier. And lastly, we have Snowmoon Caitlyn. Again, a really nice sounds as the Lunar Rat. The skin itself is really elegant, really smooth. The gameplay feels sharp, and that's what I like on a skin, so I will be putting her into S tier. Okay, so this is the tier list. Let me know in the comments which skin is your favorite, what would you change, or maybe what do you agree on with me. And also don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you in another video. Bye.